Welcome back. You're watching the FNO show, and this is the commodity segment of that. Let's focus on what's happening and welcome our guests on the show. Renisha Chenani, commodity analyst from Ahmedabad, from Capital Markets at Edelweiss, joins us on the show. Renisha, broadly, what are you looking at right now in terms of long trades in the overall non-agri side is concerned?
See, I'm basically bullish on base metals for a time being. I have been saying that lower inventories and cancel warrants, which are continuously rising in a base metal packs, is supporting the prices. Moreover, there are premiums, spot premiums in copper, zinc, lead, and nickel that are supporting the prices on the higher side. So I recommend to buy copper around 422 with the stop loss of 419 and a half. Targets would be 426, and I also recommend to buy lead, which is the most bullish of the base metal pack, where the cancel warrants are around 76%. So their buying could be initiated around 127 with the stop loss of 126. Targets would be 128 and a half and 129.
Right. Nisha, there's a growing opinion which is emerging that probably the extreme weakness which we actually saw in gold and to a certain extent got reflected in silver also is over now, and a lot of buy trades are coming. You also seem to have a strategy over there in gold and silver. Tell us what kind of returns can one expect on the long side?
See, basically, I'm bearish on gold and silver for a short-term period because there are lots of negative developments going on. Like yesterday, we had seen that RBI had put curbs on the gold imports, saying that the nominated agencies and banks could only import gold on the consignment basis. Earlier, the consignment basis was only 55%, and now they want that it should be 100% consignment basis on 100% cash margin basis for exporters jewelry requirements. So this would somewhat create a negative sentiment, and imports would be less in this month, whereas we have seen that in the month of May and April the imports were like 162 tons and 142 tons respectively. So for this quarter, the gold imports from India have been more than 300 tons, and this is the highest number that we have seen. But RBI is more concerned on putting the curbs on it and maintaining its current account deficit. So this is a negative sentiment. Otherwise, we have seen that ETF outflows are still there after a halt of 2 or 3 days. Again, we have seen that ETF selling has started. And globally also there is not much demand coming in. Technically also both are looking weak. So there is a trading range for gold from $1,380 to $1,420 at COMEX, and prices are trading in this range, and I expect that we could see a breakdown here. So I recommend to sell gold around 27,200 with the stop loss of 27,400, the August contract, for the targets of 26,800. And silver is also looking bearish due to gold because it's trading in the range of $22 to $23 at COMEX, and it seems that we see a breakdown of $22 in a short time. So sell on release also for silver, where for intraday I recommend to sell silver around 44,000 with the stop loss of 44,250. Targets would be 43,600.
And what's your strategy coming in on crude oil prices, because they also seem to be in a generally very weak trend?
Yes, crude has been trading in the range of $92 to $96 at NYMEX, and at MCX the range has been generally from 5,200 to 5,300, or somewhat like 5,320 or 30. So I expect this commodity to be in a negative trend because there are lots of negative factors coming in, like we have seen that PMI released from various countries like US, Eurozone and China this week had a reading below 50 level, and which shows that there is contraction going on and there is not much manufacturing activity and not much energy demand. And also, if you look at last week, we had OECD and IMF growth forecast, which they said that the demand would be less and growth would be less for this year for all US, China and other countries. So demand side, it's bearish. If you look at supplies fundamentals of crude oil, where we have seen inventories continuously rising, it is at 82-year high level. And today also we have inventory data that is going to be released, and we could see another jump up in the inventory. So overall sentiment is bearish in crude oil. I recommend to sell crude around 5300 with the stop loss of 5340. Targets would be 5230, 40 on the lower side.
That was the case as far as the crude oil strategy is concerned. But how are you looking at natural gas prices going forward, and do you have a trading strategy there?
Natural gas, I think it is topping out for a short term. At NYMEX, the range is around, it is trading around the $4 level. And during this time, we have summer season in US, but if you look at the weather forecast, the summer season is not so much active and the weather is still cooler than expected. So the demand is somewhat less in US for the natural gas, because in summer season natural gas is used as for air conditioners and air coolers. So somewhat negative side coming in from natural gas also. So I recommend that prices could see a correction from here, and if you sell natural gas around 227 with the stop loss of 230, the intraday strategy would be for the target of 222 or 223 on the lower side.
Renisha, you did indicate at a buyer strategy in copper as well as lead, but how are you looking at aluminum and zinc in the near term?
Aluminum and zinc are also driving with the other base metals. So short term, I'm bullish on both. But it would be for a day or two, because base metal pack has run up too much and too fast from last 10-15 days. Prices are almost overbought in all the base metal pack. So a small rally is still overdue, and after that we could see a correction coming in. And for aluminium, prices have risen today due to supply issues and spot premium rising. So a short-term buy would be there for zinc and aluminium too, and even for nickel. But this would be only for a day or two. Again, we could see a small correction in all base metal pack.
All right, Renisha, thanks a lot for joining us on the show today. That's all we have for you in the F&O show. Closing trades will take the action forward, and Neeraj and Tanveer are waiting by. Hi, Neeraj.